What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to Lockdown Universe, home of the bizarre, peculiar, and unheard of stories of UFO legend and paranormal lore. Welcome back, welcome back. Happy to be back. Hopefully, you guys are doing excellent and taking care of yourselves. I hope you're having a great day. Got the background, the Lockdown Universe. We've got our crazy cat, crazy alien, and got our astronaut up there, a few paintings. So I just wanted to do a video podcast as well as the audio to bring you a little bit more into my world and into the laboratory. And the monitor is going to offer us a whole lot of information because I wanted to talk about these Peruvian face peelers, right? They're supposed to be like these predator type aliens that have magical capabilities that allow them to float and levitate up into the sky. They have these circles on the bottom of their feet that are red that lift them up into the sky. They can levitate. They're bulletproof. They're armored. They're invisible like the predator aliens. And apparently they have yellow eyes. Actually, I have a pretty cool picture I wanted to put up right now so you can see one because it's pretty interesting. It's pretty damn close to the images that I've seen. So let me pull this up over here. Over into the other. Oh, no, it won't let me pull it over there. Come on, why not? Because it needs its own little picture. Hang on. Yep, here we go. So this picture's pretty on par. They look like kind of like big grays, but with yellow eyes, and they had armor. And it doesn't sound like any alien I've ever really seen before or heard about before. So it's kind of fascinating to me. This was reported back in July 11th, so that's like a month now. So what's been going on this entire time? There's been people that have been injured. There's people that, had all kinds of things going on, and I just wanted to kind of share something here with you. Let's make this a little bit smaller here. We can still have the Lockdown Universe in there, but we want to be able to show you a few things too. So check this out. This is kind of interesting. Take a look at this picture. I don't know if we can blow it up or not. Yeah, here we go. So this thing kind of looks like an ant, but it also looks like a gray. So here's a picture. Obviously this is like AI, but it has yellow eyes. It looks like this. There's actually a picture of it that one of the Peruvian guys that was getting chased down by this thing, hunted by this thing, took a picture of, and it looks very similar to that. Now, if we look at a couple of these other pictures here, we'll pull this up. We've got these guys who were hunting down, or at least trying to protect the individuals who were being hunted by these face peelers, which, by the way, the reason they have the name face peelers because they apparently peel faces off. Apparently this is like a thing that they have going on down there. So they had the boat come down. They were picking up a couple guys that were, injured. We're going to scroll over here. We've got this guy who got injured. I love this guy. He's got a Spurs uniform on. I like Spurs. They're all right, but, can't go wrong with the Bulls or the Lakers either. Anyway, this guy got injured. These guys are here with some assault rifles. This guy's in a boat getting taken away with some head damage. And there's all these there's a couple women, it looks like, with some children, running away. So I'm gonna pull up a couple articles. We're gonna talk about this a little bit, but keep this image in mind, man. This is pretty damn close because this is some armor here, so that's interesting. They got the yellow eyes. They got the larger alien head is what they stated was in there. So I'm gonna pull up some articles here. Let's go back. Bring this back over, and we'll chat about these Peruvian, this Peruvian craziness that we got going on over here. So, all right. So some of the articles I have are already pulled up. They are from a couple sources. One is the Daily Star. One is express.co.uk. So let's start with that one because they seem to be the most widely known. So the face-eating aliens are allegedly terrifying residents of the small Peruvian village, and the Peruvian National Police and the Peruvian Army were called in. The reports of Los Pelacaras, or face peelers, are said to be 7 feet tall and have been emerging from the small community of Loreto since last week, according to La Repubblica. So one of the eyewitnesses stated, "I have found him face to face. He hides his face. I've seen the whole body floating. He moves his arms. Everything is normal." The witnesses and members of the Ikitu tribe, Ikitu, have been reporting these sightings since 12/11, man. Or July 11, I'm sorry. 12. So, one of the girls who encountered this crazy alien was 15 and narrowly escaped with her life. She said, as a result of the struggle, they cut part of my neck. Um, so that's crazy. Like, these people were physically assaulted. Like, this is really, really rare. You know, if you think about it, how many alien abduction stories, not even alien, this isn't really alien abduction, just alien encounter stories, have you heard where the alien actually is like out to injure people? Like, yes, there are abduction stories where they take them up in the ship and then they do implants or they harvest, eggs and, sperm and things like that. But I mean, like, this is like an attack and an assault. And these Peruvians are saying that these guys are face peelers. They're there for trophies. That's what it sounds like they're stating. The locals also report being unable to sleep because of fear of the next attack. So there is a leader that is kind of like the voice of the village, and he's been talking about the fact that they need support for their community. The children don't sleep; the mothers stay up all night. These aliens appear to be armored. I shot one of them twice, and he wasn't injured. He rose up and disappeared. Davila said. So Davila is the leader of the village. Now, there's some people who say that there's a lot of reports of these kind of creatures actually in the Amazon. Local villagers in Peru are taking reports of face-eating aliens very seriously. Officials have yet to determine whether the reports are real, a part of folklore, or merely a hoax. Okay, so that's according to the express.co.uk. But there's plenty of articles and plenty of videos out there. Well, not plenty of videos, but there's plenty of people making videos about it. The Star says that these guys have yellowish eyes. The tribe's living in fear. The Iquitu tribe is in the Alto Nanay district of northeast Lima, Peru. Now, isn't this interesting, right? It's Peru. The government has a secret base in Peru, according to Jonathan Wygant, back in 1997 when they had a Peruvian crash, and that he had to go check out. He had to go into a cavern and take a look at this crash, and he was actually telepathically communicated with the aliens inside the ship who were begging for assistance and for help. So Peru is a hotbed, regardless. Whatever you want to say about this particular instance, Peru is a hotbed. We do have a secret base there. It is a multinational base, according to Jonathan Wygant, who walked through the base and was walked through the base after he had witnessed this incident and taken out. He was a Marine, and he was escorted out by Department of Energy individuals and taken to this base and interrogated and handcuffed to a chair for 18 hours. With them threatening him, saying, "We're going to kill you, and we could kill your whole family, and da-da-da-da-da, and you could be lost in the forest." Very, very similar to Michael Herrera, who was just on the Disclosure Project press conference, right? So we have a lot of corroborating information here. So going back to this Peru event, the Pelicaras are said to feast on the faces of humans, and it appears the shrouded, dark-colored, hood-wearing aliens have been targeting the tribe for some time. Nearly a month ago, is exactly what I said, nearly a month ago. Why are we just hearing about this now? I know Peru isn't America, I know that, but, shouldn't we have heard about this? But what's really interesting, if you think about this, and you try to do a Google search, is there's so many statements at the top of the page before you even get to a link that says, we're fact checking this information. This information is changing rapidly. So just so you know, we're fact checking it. Well, No shit, Sherlock. You guys are trying to hide everything. Every time y'all say that we're fact checking something, chances are it's probably true. So, this is a bunch of BS. We're getting blocked from Google. Like I always say, Google doesn't put out all the information. They gatekeep it, and they most of the time they're not putting it out at all. Even if you try to publish something, a lot of times it's hard to find. So anyway, it states that this incident injured some women, some children. Obviously, this man in the boat got hacked. His head's covered with a huge cloth. Um, and it's interesting. They refer to their shoes as being round shaped. Um, I mean, I know shoes have a different name in every different language and whatever, but it's interesting that they use the word shoes. You know what I mean? I would think, some aliens would be wearing boots or some sort of, gliders or something like that, but they said their shoes were round shaped, which they used to float. Their eyes were yellowish, and they are experts at escaping. Now, I don't know about you, but I would be terrified if this stuff was going down in my neck of the woods. I mean, I think a lot of us Americans think we're all brave and badass, and we're allowed to own guns and things like that. But guess what? They're allowed to own guns down in Peru, and they shot at this thing with a shotgun, and it didn't do a damn thing. So what does that mean? That means that we have a problem. We have a problem that we cannot defend against. Now, could this be part of a blue beam project? Could this be part of a false flag invasion? Well, we do have that Peru base that's down there. Maybe they're doing a little bit of testing to see how people react before they launch a full-scale attack on America or the UK or Europe and put up a bunch of false flags. I don't know. It says that Davila said, we have met almost face to face. His face was hardly noticeable or visible. I have seen his whole body floating at a height of 1 meter, about 3 feet, suggesting the being was hovering. They were armored beings. They were beings were not injured by bullets, seemingly capable of getting up and disappearing after being shot. Damn, that is some serious stuff. Now, there's another pretty decent article on Days Digital. Now they got the Predator right on there, man. They're not even messing around. They're like, this thing's exactly like the Predator, and that's like the tough thing, right? Is when people start using movies as a reference, that's all people can think about and get in their heads. But if we put this over here, oh, I can't put it over there because there's the video's in the way. Come on, buddy. There we go. So we'll bring over the Predator video or image here so you can see it. So yeah, this is what they got on Dazed, okay? So they talk about the fact that on Dazed Digital, Peruvian villagers are reportedly being attacked by 7-foot armored aliens. So, it's interesting because they talk about the fact that it's only been a few weeks since the U.S. had their landmark UFO hearing. Isn't it interesting that this happened right around the same time period? Do you think that maybe, just maybe, they were releasing this information after we had our hearing to make it a little bit softer of a disclosure? Yes, we know there's aliens. Oh, hey, by the way, there's some face-peeling ones out there, too. Gee, thanks. So, yeah, I mean, it's interesting because they found some strange tech in remote locations like an Australian beach, deep underwater. So that's fascinating just recently. I mean, these are all recent stories. So, obviously we have this 7-foot tall armored alien. I mean, Jesus. I mean, do you ever wonder if they just put out Predator and Predator 2 and all those and all these other new ones, like the one with Adrian Brody, like Predators, where they're dropped off on the Predator planet and hunted? You just wonder if this stuff isn't just to get us used to and ready for these images and get us prepared. Because they already know what they look like, right? They already know what they look like, so, why are they're not worried about it. So, let's go back, pop this up, let's go back to the article. So, it says that they found some tech on an Australian beach underwater. A mysterious UFO was found on a beach in Australia. A large metal cylinder on a remote beach. adding to rumors about a recently unearthed alien corpse. I mean, there's just so much stuff in different areas of the world going on, like really recently, you know? Um, Very bizarre. Very bizarre. But let's get back. I want to see if this article has anything new. It's almost like these articles just kind of right after each other. But this one, they talk about the fact that one of the individuals down in Peru stated this thing drew a strong resemblance to the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. Well, I mean, let's face it, the Green Goblin looks pretty similar to the Predator alien. I mean, the face and the mask and everything, it is a hard mask. It's not a movable mask like the Predator. The Predator has his own mask, but when he takes it off, he's got his skin and his teeth and everything, the dreadlocks and everything. Looks pretty cool, but certainly terrifying, and certainly that was their intention when making the movie. Um, as we come back, yeah, Twitter has this picture, and I'm going to see if I can find a better one because, yeah, this thing, the face and the head, if we can find a good picture, really looks like a praying mantis type being. Um, it's hard to find a good picture. They say that they enhance the light on the Peru videos, the one where they shine a flashlight directly on the alien, and they state there it is, and it says they don't know what they're seeing here. It could be branches, could be trees, could be the alien. With the picture reflecting. I'll bring this over here on the video so you guys can see it. It's still tough to kind of see, but I'll bring it over just so you can see it. Let's pull it over here, over yonder. Okay, so it's going to be kind of hard. I'll try to bring it up. So as you can see, this is the picture here. So they believe this is kind of the head, okay? And this is the same photo. And another photo here. I don't know. Same as this alien? Same as my little green-headed alien? Yeah, maybe. I mean, if it's wearing a mask, I mean, you can wear any kind of mask. The picture above doesn't do it as much justice. See this picture here? It looks like it could be an eye. It could be a head. Could be a mask. They say that's the picture. I just don't know. When you're encountering aliens, how can you say what's real and what's not? You know what I mean? It's in this day and age, we have so much technology that it's hard to figure out what is 100% real and 100% not. I don't discount these guys. I don't discount the Peruvians. I believe everything, they're saying. It's surprising that it's taken a month to get here, right? That's really the surprising thing. I would have hoped and liked it to see that it came on time, like next day or a few days later. It's almost as if someone was trying to hide this from us, maybe for a certain time period, so that we could absorb the congressional hearings, we could absorb David Grush, we could absorb some of our conspiracy friends telling us different stories, and now they're saying, oh, okay, well, this is it. Could this be the Blue Book finale that they've been talking about for decades? Could this be the event where they say, this is it, guys. We do have aliens invading us, and they're not nice. Look, they're face peelers. Their whole goal, the globalists, is to instill tons of fear into you. And what sucks is we have a whole group of people that want to instill fear into us. One is the globalists. The other is the reptilian race, the Draco race. They want to instill fear into you because they feed off of that fear. They take the adrenochrome. They take the people. We have a whole bunch of abductions every year. And they want this fear to persist. So they're not going to say, hey, we got some brotherly love aliens coming down in tie-dye shirts that want to hang out with you and barbecue in your backyard, and they're going to bring you some amazing fruits from their planet. No, they're not going to do all that. They're going to instill all this crazy fear into us to nurture it the hell out of us, is what it seems like. Now, some people have been drawing conclusions to this story and the Las Vegas alien story. Was it back in May? We can pull it up. So a lot of people say that, are these the same aliens? You know, um, could this be a different version of them? Could this be another species that's battling with those aliens? Maybe these aliens are trying to find those aliens. Well, why would they be in Peru if that was the case, right? It looks like it was early mid June, right? So that's what it looks like here. Um, so honestly, it was about a month before this Peruvian event happened. Let's see if I'm right here. No, April 30th. April 30th. So it was way before. So you got, so let's say it's beginning of May, June, July. Yeah, so it's about what, 3 months? May, June, July. Yeah, 3 months of a difference. So we've just got a whole bunch of tall ass aliens just dropping on by. What are they trying to join the NBA? Well, they better come back in the fall because it's the off season. So go back home, train up, and come back. What do you guys think about this? Do you think that it's legit? Do you think that these Peruvians are just making it up because they want to make it up? Do you think that that this is going to be a blue beam style event? Do you believe that these aliens are from our dimension, or like Tom DeLonge talks about, another dimension where they just tweak the frequency on their ship and just happen to come over? Just to drop by. But if that's the case, they're hunting humans. If they're hunting humans, and our shotguns can't do anything against them, when you can shotgun shoot a human, blast the shit out of them, what kind of defense do we really have? Even Randy Kramer himself, who was part of the Mars Defense Force, said, if we've got a bunch of these giant insects that may be coming our way, just walking down the street, it's very unlikely we're going to be able to fight them off. We're going to have to run for it. And we're not the fastest species, are we? We already know the taller the species, the longer the leg span, the longer the stride, the faster they're going to be, the more ground they can cover. We're not even the fastest animal on the planet. Far from it. Unless you're Usain Bolt. That dude's pretty fast. So anyway, guys, what do you think about this Peru event? We've got a few facts. We've got the fact that they had armor. We got the fact that they had yellow eyes. We got the fact that they had red shoes that allowed them to float. Can't fight them at Foot Locker. We got the information that they were trying to rip off faces. Apparently, they were attacking people. There is lore about this. There is a lot of people that were witness to this. And we also have the fact that the movie Predator was made. Gee, I wonder. And we have all this information coming out and all these whistleblowers, and we have a base in Peru that's been verified by a Marine and an alien crash ship in '97 in Peru, and they shot it down. So there we have it. Some more pieces of the puzzle are coming together, and we're going to find out exactly what and how it all fits together, hopefully soon. So anyway, guys, I hope you're doing excellent, taking care of yourselves, staying positive, following through on your hobbies and your goals and your dreams, whatever they may be. Go out, do some painting, have some fun, do whatever your hobbies are. Maybe make a podcast. But do me a favor. Like, follow, and subscribe, and write a review on any podcast listening app that you have, because it's going to help move the podcast up the ratings and allow me to reach a broader audience. And that's what I really desperately need right now. It's hard for podcasters out there. We're really, there's so many out there that we're fighting to get heard. And I really like doing what I'm doing, and I'd like to keep sharing it with you. So every little bit helps. Like, follow, and a review. Those are the best, because it just helps move up the algorithm. So anyways, guys, take care of yourselves. Do what you can this weekend. Keep your eyes on the skies. And as always, Lockdown Universe out.